Welcome back. This is episode 41 of Teachers in Transition, and I'm excited about it being a brand new year. Happy 2020. We're already into the second week of January, but it still feels a little new, and it feels funny to say 2020, doesn't it? So I want to suggest to you that we're in a new year and a new decade, and it's time to think about where you are going. Too many of us drift along in our lives without any real plan. We have a sense of wishes that we'd like to see come to fruition, maybe dreams that we consider we'll go for after we get past all this other stuff. And rarely do we really embrace the idea that we need to set firm goals that will get us where it is that we want to be going. And I want to suggest to you that if you have something that you want to accomplish in your life, you can't wish it to happen. You can't dream about it happening, although I think dreaming and envisioning helps to make things more of a reality than they would be without dreams. But along with your dream, you have to put your effort into it, and you have to decide exactly how you're going to make the dream come true. And that's where we get to the point of setting goals. I am not much of a believer in the idea of setting new resolutions. New Year's resolutions don't work. People will set them. They'll often set too many of them. They'll make them too broad, too general, and soon, within days, weeks, or months, they've forgotten all about them and fallen back into their rut of drifting along without any particular direction. So if you're serious about changing your life for the better, whether it's in your health, in a relationship, or in your career, you need to start getting specific about what it is that you want to change, and then you need to figure out what you have to do to make the change a reality. Now, I offer that I believe the SMART goals are a way to go. I know it's become kind of cliched, and some people don't care for the idea of setting SMART goals, but I believe they're a good framework because they're specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, hopefully achievable, they're relevant, and they're timely in that they have a time limit to them. When you set a specific goal, it's not general, it's not mushy, it's not all over the place. It's a specific one idea that you want to accomplish, one thing that you want to accomplish. So let's say that you're interested in changing your career. What would be a specific goal that you could set that would help you move toward changing your career? And more often than not, people who want to change their careers don't know where to start, don't know how to get going, don't know where to even start looking. So one of the things that I recommend in order for you to be able to get specific about what it is that you want to do next is to do some homework. Do some research. What kinds of jobs are out there that you might be interested in or would be able to relatively easily translate the skills and aptitudes that you already have into with relative ease? I don't recommend that, especially if you're in mid-career after 15 or 20 years, that you change tracks completely and go back to school and start all over. That's not realistic. That's not helpful. Although even as I said that, I thought, well, no, I reinvented and retooled and recreated my career at the age of 60. So let me just suggest that if I can do that at the age of 60, I completely rerouted my career because I was an educator before, and then I was president of the Virginia Education Association, and now I'm a career transition and job search coach. I started out knowing that I wanted to continue to work with teachers and that I wanted to be of service in some way. That is all I knew. when I left my education career behind me. I wanted to stay in touch with teachers in some way, shape, or form, and I wanted to be of service in some way, shape, or form. And here we are, going on 7 years later. Gosh, you know, time flies whether you're having any fun or not, which is another reason why you need to set a timely goal so that you don't wake up one morning and realize that you just let 10 years of your life slip by. And too many people do that. They drift along. They don't want to have to change too much because change is hard, change is scary. Thinking about changing jobs or careers, that is scary stuff. And so as a result, what usually happens is that people wait and wait and wait, even when they can see the writing on the wall. They will wait until they are fired, let go, downsized, eliminated, their job is no longer, because they were afraid or too lazy, frankly, to do the work that needed to be done to get themselves moved into a new job or career. So don't be that way. I want you to take charge of your life. I want you to be happy and joyful about your life. And if you're in a job that just feels like it's sucking the life out of you every single day, that is not a way to live your life. I think I've shared before, life is too short. And I know this because my dad died in an accident when he was 63 years old. And when I made my career transition, quite frankly, I sat there thinking, what if I knew I only had 3 years to live? What if I knew that? What changes would I make? People who go through cancer scares or other kinds of illnesses that change everything for them, they know what I'm talking about. You have to take charge of your life. Otherwise, life will just happen to you, and you will wake up one morning and you will wonder what happened. Don't let that happen to you. Take control of your own life. Now, if changing your career is a goal for you for this year, then I can help you with that. And I want to offer that I just today, this week, am releasing a brand new, updated, revamped, refurbished, and expanded version of my signature program, the Jumpstart Your Job Search Program. And I'm not very originally calling this the Jumpstart 2.0 program, because that's what it is. It's the second rendition of the original program. Now, to show you just how time flies, I created that original program back in 2015. So the information that I've been sharing with my clients suddenly began to feel dated. And here we are at the beginning of a new year and a new decade, and I felt like it was time to update and review everything that was in that program. So what I've done is I've re-recorded every single video. I've changed the order of some of the videos in order for them to be, I hope, more helpful in the transition from start to finish of a job search. I've expanded it from 10 videos to 15. And this particular program includes articles that I've written over the last 5 or 6 years that I had published from careerism.com and Forbes.com. I am including the ebooks that I've written along the way on career transition. And I'm also including, as they are pertinent, the podcast episodes that go along with the particular topic of the module. So if you are thinking in terms of changing your career, I would urge you to take a look at my new updated webpage at teachersintransition.com, and then look for the Jumpstart 2.0 link. On that page, you'll see everything that's included in the program and 4 purchase options, all of them with payment plans, so that hopefully even the person who's got least discretionary funds available for something like career coaching can figure out a way to make it work for them. There's a starter version of the program. There's a do-it-yourself version of the program. There's the most popular group coaching version of the program, and then there's a premium program that includes all of the above plus one-on-one coaching. And I've taken off all the limits, time limits. It used to be that I offered the program for a 4-month period. And the reason I did that was I felt like putting a time limit on it would urge people to get busy. They'd feel like, you know, they were going to lose out on some of the support if they didn't go ahead and get started and get through the program in a timely fashion. The problem that I've run into, and I've seen it more and more over the course of the last 2 years, is that my teacher clients are just overwhelmed with their workload at school, and working in the Jumpstart program as an extra something to do is not working for them in 4 months. They can't get through it all in 4 months. And so they feel like they need to do something to extend their support and get through the program in more like 6 months, 5 to 6 months instead of 4. So I've been letting that slide. I've been inviting people to come back for another rendition of the rotation of my group coaching services. And I've offered extended email support, and I've even offered extended one-on-one services, because I want my clients to feel like they've gotten everything from the program that they can possibly get, and then be ready to go out on their own to apply for the types of jobs that they've decided they're interested in. They don't need me to hold their hand all the way through their job search process, but they do need somebody to hold their hand and support them while they're learning how to do it. And that's what the Jumpstart 2.0 program does. It teaches you exactly how to approach your program, your job search. So if that sounds like it would be something that you'd be interested in, take a look at the link in the show notes below. And I'm going to I've included it in the past, but I'm going to include again a link to the 3 secrets of every successful job search or career change, because there's some good information in there, whether you want to invest in a program like mine or hire a coach like me or hire a different coach from me. The 3 secrets of every successful job search or career change is a guide to the 3 basic premises that you need to understand if you are ready to make a job change or you're ready for a career transition and you just don't know quite yet where to start or how to begin. So I'm going to offer that as a free, it's usually $17. I'm going to offer it as a free gift in the show notes below. And as always, if you have questions, if you have comments, please email me at kittyboitnott@gmail.com. Please do leave a review of the podcast. I'm increasingly hearing from people who are hearing the podcast or watching the videos on YouTube. I love hearing from you. I want to answer your questions. So let me know how I can help. Whether you invest in my program or not, I'm here to support you as you decide what it is for you that would be the job of your dreams. I want to help you figure that out. So that's it for today. See you next week.